Hey guys, Andrew Knight here. Welcome to episode 5 of the Brussel Sprout. Today I'd like to show a video sent over a few months ago by Lisa at Bremain in Spain regarding Brexit, and in particular its effects on Northern Ireland.
I once thought Northern Ireland would be the saviour of United Kingdom and Brexit, because it was always going to be like fitting a square peg into a round hole. Where two different custom areas meet, there must be a border for checks. And so there were only three choices ever available from Brexit and Northern Ireland, and that was a land border, a sea border, or staying in the single market and customs union. Staying in the single market and customs unions, of course, would have been a good compromise, not only for Northern Ireland, who, let's remember, voted Remain along with Scotland and 48% of other voters, who they all wanted to maintain the status quo. So in a way, it would have been the right place to go. However, this is no normal Prime Minister or government, and Brexit was quickly hijacked by the ERG. And it stopped being about what was best for the country, if it ever was, and more about what was best for the Conservatives and their wealthy backers. Now the Northern Ireland situation is extremely complex and it can't be blamed solely on Brexit. However, would it be happening if we hadn't had Brexit and 5 years of division? I doubt it. While the Good Friday Agreement was never perfect, Brexit has redefined all differences. We were all the same, all lived under the same rules, but now that's not the case. Like Brexit did with racism and xenophobia, it exposed old wounds and differences that were always just sitting under the surface, like picking away at a scab, and before you know it, you have an open, bleeding wound. All of the fallout from Brexit has been difficult to observe, but particularly the Northern Ireland issues. A few days ago, Dan Hodges, Mail on Sunday, said on Twitter something about Remainers crying crocodile tears over Northern Ireland, which I found a strange thing to say. I don't think people understand the emotions felt by those who try to warn of the issues around Brexit, only then to see them all unfold. It's like having a premonition of impending doom, but no one believes you until it's far too late. I mean, the issue really was that no government should ask its people to vote on such a complex issue as Brexit with a simple yes or no. Almost every aspect of British life is affected in some way. I campaign and work with some very knowledgeable people in Bremain in Spain, yet there are still issues that arise regularly that we haven't come across or heard of previously before. And I think the best analogy I heard was in the early days of Brexit from James O'Brien on LBC, when he said Brexit is like taking the eggs out of a cake after it's been baked. That is how interwoven we were with Europe. And I feel it was a dereliction of duty on Cameron and the Conservatives' behalf to call for a referendum without putting in even 10 minutes work into what the vote would mean for the country or even look like. Now the concern is that neither Johnson nor Brandon Lewis, the Secretary of State for NI, have the necessary diplomacy, knowledge or even desire to sort the situation out. Johnson, remember, told lie after lie to the public over what Brexit meant for Northern Ireland. He repeatedly denied there would be a border when it was obvious there would have to be. He told businesses there would be no forms. Indeed, if they got a form, to put it in the bin and say the Prime Minister told you you could do that. It wasn't funny then, and it's not funny now. He lied and misled intentionally, knowing full well what the problems would be. He just didn't care. Anyone and anything will get kicked under the Brexit bus, whether it be the DUP, fishermen, financial services, Northern Ireland, musicians, farming, we could go on and on. The problem is the protocol is actually the solution to Brexit, not the problem. The only better solution that would work for everybody would be to join the single market and the customs union. It would take away all of the trade issues that we have just now, certainly the majority. But sadly we know that's highly unlikely to happen, even though it would be the best outcome. At the moment, the public are very confused on COVID and the pandemic, the issues around Brexit, because they're so tied up. So it's been very hard to distinguish between the damage of Brexit and the damage of COVID. But as soon as things start to get back to normal with the pandemic, it's going to become more and more obvious. And I think that it's in everyone's interest to work towards closer ties with the European institutions. The world's a really different place and we need to work together in a very uncertain future. That can only come with dialogue, and that is really what is required in all of these situations.
Thanks, Lisa. Sorry for not showing your video a bit sooner, but it has been interesting to see how the situation has developed since then. Now, apparently, even Brexiteers are not happy with the Northern Ireland Protocol, despite having supported it in Boris Johnson's oven-ready Brexit deal campaign, prior to the election in 2019. What seems clear to me is that Brexiteers will throw absolutely anything and everything under the bus to protect their Brexit cult. Northern Ireland appears to be no exception. At the end of the day, though, I don't think it'll matter, because you're right, it's like trying to fit a square shape into a round hole. Brexiteers aren't happy with the protocol. Brexit and the Good Friday Agreement are incompatible without it. And Brexit Britain cannot break the Good Friday Agreement without becoming an international pariah and destroying any chance of getting their hallowed US trade deal. The whole thing's unsustainable, and I think I think Northern Ireland will be the catalyst that brings down the whole Brexit house of cards. That's my 2 cents anyway. Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. Please leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Leave a comment if you have any suggestions or would like to send in a video yourself for future episodes. See you all next time.